Welcome back, Marvel fans. Today I have another Marvel Select figure review featuring the Deadpool that just came out recently. I believe it came out Wednesday. I'm really excited about this figure. I know Marvel Select figures don't have the greatest articulation, but this guy looks amazing. The detail on him, the coloring, all the weapons he comes with are just amazing. So you can get a better look right here. I will take him out of the box, obviously. They've been talking about this one for months and months, and it's finally out. I'm so excited. Looks so good. Here's just some of the art on the side of the packaging, because you know Marvel Select has the huge boxes and they kind of make it look nice if you decide to not take it out of the box and display it on the wall or something. Alright, so here on the back of the box there is a blown up picture of Deadpool out of his packaging, and on his base you get a good idea of what he looks like when he has his two pistols out. Then down below here it shows a Cyclops and a Magneto and a variant head of Deadpool down there on the bottom, and then there's some more graphics right there of Deadpool. So let's take Deadpool out of this packaging and let's check him out. Alright, so here we have Deadpool out of the packaging, and as you can tell here, the figure looks really nice with the nice detail with the knife on his chest, you know, strapped to his armor belt. He's got the waistband, you got the Deadpool graphic on the belt buckle. Those are all things that are molded onto the costume, so you can't take them off, which is kind of a bad thing, but that's fine because you don't have to worry about losing it, and it definitely adds to the figure as in the detail because it looks just amazing. I mean, this is Deadpool like no other. I mean, the articulation is lacking considerably, especially in the legs, just because they are really hard to move, and I don't know of a better way to get them in different poses for the legs. But the arms move really good, as you can see there. You can kind of get in pretty good poses for most part. And the paint apps here, we kind of got like a grayish black here, but it's more of a gray. That's more of like a black here in the eyes, and then a nice solid red there for the arms. And here on the back, you can stick your katanas in the back there, so you know it stores really well. I have yet to find a place to store this other than store it in his hand, but because I don't want to like change anything, I'm just going to keep the size in there. And down below, that's where the two pistols are holstered on his legs or thighs, and you can see the detail right here in the legs where you can see that there's black paint in the creases. Got a double jointed knee, and the foot rotates and it's got pegs, but there's no up and down movement there. Here we have Deadpool with his two katanas, and you can see how you can stick the size in the back there. Like I said before, I haven't found a way to get the gun in there, but these size and the katanas can be interchanged in there, so that's really good. This is another alternative which you could have your Deadpool posed in. There's these little notches here on the sword that helps it to stay in his hand. As you can see, they're molded kind of like he would be holding a pistol, and I will be doing that next, but it also helps those little pegs so it stays in there. That's pretty good. Now this is the Deadpool that most of you are familiar with. As you can see that the fingers are molded in a way that you can put the guns right in there and they look perfect for this character. This is probably the way I'm gonna display it in my case because I just love the way this looks. This is a very nice looking Deadpool. As an action figure and playability, not so much, just because it's not the best articulated figure, but it sure looks amazing. Just another little pose there for you. Deadpool is the total package killing machine for Marvel, right up there with Wolverine, but I like Deadpool a little bit more just because he's just got the weapons. He's funny, and he's just freaking awesome looking. I just love this costume. And I'm a really big DC fan, and he is basically the same character as Deathstroke. So basically you can't go wrong. But this is another pose. You got a little bit more of the gun there. Assault rifle. Alright, so for articulation, he's got full rotation of the head, 360. Not so much up and down though. Arms can go out. Fully 360 around. There is no bicep joint here, but there is a single joint here in the elbow. The hand can fully rotate 360, and as you can see, again, the hand is molded into like he's holding a gun, but it also fits the swords and the size. There is no ab articulation here. As you can see, it's all molded really nicely, and there's some strap here and a belt. There is waist articulation. It's really tight, and because of this belt here, I don't believe it goes around all the way, but you can get a little bit of articulation out of there. Now for the legs, they look like a pretty good joint, but they really don't do very much. cannot go front to back. It does rotate around, you know, but it's really difficult. It's just really difficult, kind of like the 3 3/4 Iron Man 2 figures, and I was not very good at using those, so I'm really not good at using these. I need to figure out if there's better ways, but, you know, it's just not a lot of movement there. It's really bad. But then there's the double jointed knees, which is really nice, but unfortunately you can't get a lot of use out of them because you can't use the hip. And then the foot rotates 360, and there's not a whole lot of up and down. But there is 2 pegs in the bottom, which would go on the base, which we will look at right now. This is the base for Deadpool, and it looks pretty cool. You got a brick wall here. It looks like he got shot about 1,000 times. And down below here, there's bullet casings. So this is a really nice base here, highly detailed. As you can see, the paint apps here, we got dark grays, a little bit of brown, down below the same colors, a lot of grays. Nice brickwork here. I like it quite a bit. So here we have him on his stand. Looks amazing. I'll zoom out here. Get a good idea of what he looks on the base. I mean, this is a really nice figure. Very nice display piece. It's a must-have figure if you love Deadpool and if you collect Marvel Select figures. Very nicely detailed. Not that great in the articulation, but just a magnificent figure. So before I go, I have to show you guys the size comparison of some awesome figures. We got Deathstroke, Deadpool, and Falconer Predator. Some awesome figures. Definitely must-haves for anyone's collection. Take it easy, guys, and this Deadpool's awesome. Subscribe if you like my videos. Take it easy, and Glass Clap signing off.